It was a completely unexpected evening in the Hamptons. I go backstage and they were like, hey, there's someone here that wants to meet you. It's the founder of Starbucks. Howard Schultz wants to say hi. I was like, random?
Yeah.
So random. I was like, okay. Yeah, send him in. What are you doing? So he comes in, he says, hi.
Oh,
how
mate,
doing?
you should have asked for his name before he came in. Like, you know what I mean?
What was your name?
Yeah, now you know how it feels.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. So he comes in, he says, I don't have much time right now, but if you want to come over to the house tomorrow, I'll make you a cup of coffee. You're not going to turn that down, you know? It feels like a setup. Next thing you know, 10 a.m., go to his beautiful home. You know, I look at his dogs. He has like 5 dogs, all different breeds, and they just look so happy. All of them had like this little pop to just like pep in their step, and there's like chefs making food in the morning. I'm like, what is going on?
At this stage, you're still feeling like this is the film Get Out.
Yes, it is. It feels that way, but they were so nice and polite. Like, you didn't have to invite me to your house. Like, it was just random. It was like very, very sweet. We're sitting there, we're just about to start the conversation. You know, how you doing? What's going on? How long you doing comedy? That kind of thing. And then somebody comes over to him and whispers in his ear. Howard goes, oh my God, I forgot I invited Rob Reiner. I was like, Rob Reiner, I'm a huge fan of Rob Reiner. This is crazy. Now I'm like, what am I doing here for real? Like, this is so odd. I feel like I'm inside a episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, genuinely now. And then Rob's getting inquisitive. He's asking me like, oh, how'd you get into stand-up and this and that? So I tell him, I was like, look, I was 9 years old, just fled war. I ended up in Houston, the whole thing. And my brother took me out to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. It was 2 co-headliners, the band Alabama and Bill Cosby. And that's the first time I ever saw stand-up, and that's when I knew I had to be a stand-up comedian. That's what I was destined for. He looks at me, he goes, you know, I'm responsible for Bill Cosby. I was like, what? What do you mean? What the hell do you mean you're responsible for Bill Cosby? I was like, this took a turn.
Yeah.
Take another sip of my coffee.
Yeah, you're like, this coffee is strong. At this point, you must be thinking, what's in the coffee? Is it mushrooms?
Yeah, exactly.
What's
He's like,
happening?
you're responsible for, am I going to sleep now? I was like, explain yourself. Obviously, he goes, well, when I was a little kid, I was watching The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and this comedian comes on, and he's so funny that I couldn't go to sleep. And my dad, as legendary producer and actor, Carl Reiner, comes in his room. He's like, son, you're supposed to be in bed. It's like 2 a.m. or whatever. He's like, Dad, I couldn't go to sleep. I saw this amazing comedian on the Tonight Show. His name is like Bill Crosby or something like that. And his dad looks him up, loves him. He casts him in I Spy, and he gives Bill Cosby his career. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
But I mean, you know, obviously,
that was nuts.
There's a bittersweet end to the whole kind of.
There's a really bitter end.
But you can look at that story from 2 ways.
Yeah. But no, it was nuts just to hear that kind of history behind it. And in no way I would have heard that story outside of that.
What
for
a
sure.
wild morning, though.